Good evening and welcome to Athletic Park here in downtown Chaska. I'm Mike Schmidt, broadcasting here live again on CHBN, joined by my producer Brett, as the Chaska Hawks face off with the Elk River Elks. Going to get right into tonight's keys to the game. Tonight's keys to the game are brought to you by the Rome Team Realty at Edina Realty. If you're looking for keys to a new home, let the Rome Team use their expansive network to find your next home. Go to www.rometeamrealestate.com. Again, that's www.rometeamrealestate to get in touch with Emily or Jan. Key number one tonight for the Hawks is keep the momentum. We have 4 games remaining in the regular season. Another non-conference opponent is in town tonight with Elk River Elks visiting Athletic Park. The Hawks must use these games to continue to fine-tune all the areas of their game before sections start. Chaska's won 7 of the last 10 games, and you really have to go back to the first game in May when they weren't really in a good position to win each game. The 2 losses were both by 1 run, and that's to St. Louis Park and Minnetonka. Key number 2 is play well in all phases of the game. This sounds like an obvious key to tonight's game, but you can point at all their losses and see where they weren't able to put it all together, either hitting or the mental side of the game with fielding errors or base running mistakes that have hurt us. To continue to support the starting pitching rotation of Kemp, Miller, and Millette, which has been stellar in this current month of May, the Hawks have to put a complete game together. So we're finishing up our warm-up here. We just got done with the anthem, and we're going to get right into the game. Nolan Kemp starting on the hill here for the Hawks tonight. Other than that, it's a pretty standard lineup. Ethan Bachman will be DHing for Ben Carter, who's starting in left field. As I mentioned, Nolan Kemp is on the hill.
Hitting off the top of the first inning for the Elk River Elks, the center fielder number 24 is Trinity Blood.
So here we go, and starting off the top half of the first inning, Nolan Kemp on the hill, as I mentioned, facing off against center fielder Trinity Blood, one of the captains for the Elk River Elks. And Kemper starts it off with a fastball on the outside edge, and for strike, 0-1 count now. Kemper's really thrown the ball well lately. Specifically his no-hitter against Edina a couple weeks ago. He gets a pitch he likes. Curveball low and away, and Blood's able to hold off. 1-1 count now. So the Hawks employing kind of a little mini shift here. Bushy, the second baseman, playing right over second base. And that curveball looked to be in for a strike, but just missed on the inside half. 2-1 now to Blood. Bushy changing it up tonight, going with the long pants instead of the pull-up pants. And then Blood's foul down the right field line is going to get out of play as Benson gives chase, but is unable to reach it. 2-2 count now to Blood. Fairly calm night here tonight. We anticipate maybe a little bit of rain come the third, fourth inning. Hopefully we can get the game in, though, before it gets too bad. Hopefully both pitchers work at a decent pace here. Kemp gets the pitch he likes and fires from the windup. Gets strike 3 on the outside edge. So no Kemp sits down Blood to start the game off.
Batting second, the right fielder number 5 is Sam Stockman.
And that brings up Sam Stockman, the right fielder. Great lettuce on Stockman as he digs in from the left-handed batter's box. Kemp gets the pitch he likes, and here's the 0-0 delivery. That one catches the outside edge, four-seamer. Good pitch there by No. Start ahead of 0-1 now to Stockman. Kemp shaking off Rosenberg, who's behind the dish again tonight for the Hawks, and gets a pitch he likes. Misses up and away on the fastball. 1-1 count now. Later on in the game, we'll take a peek at the sections, maybe the schedule that's going to be coming out here. We don't have all the seating in yet, but should get a good look. As that ball is well struck and down the left field line, it's going to land just fair. Carter giving chase in the corner in foul territory as Stockman rounds second and stays put. So Stockman's on with a 1-out double. Good job there by Benny Carter to limit the damage, getting the ball in quickly.
Batting third for the Elks, the shortstop, number 16, Ramberg.
Good struck ball there by Stockman as he just throws the bat out at a fastball on the outside edge and hits it hard down the left field line. So that's going to bring up Blake Ramberg, another captain here for the Elk River Elks. Starting shortstop. Little conversation behind home plate about the protective equipment Ramberg's got. So No working from the stretch for the first time today. Sets and delivers. Curveball catches the outside edge in for a strike. 0-1 count now to Ramberg as Stockman gets his lead. He's being held by Bushy at second. No gets his pitch. Peeks back at Stockman and fires. Fastball on the outside edge in for a strike. That one seemed to have a little something extra on it. Kemper usually lives in the mid-80s, but he can, get up to 87, 88, as I would assume that one was. Some of the better velocity we've seen out here at Athletic Park so far this year as Ramberg calls time. Little humid out here at Athletic Park, but the temperature is starting to cool off. Kemp sets and delivers. Curveball misses on the outside edge. 1-2 now to Ramberg. Good job there by Rosenberg behind the plate to keep that one in front of him. So 1-2 now. Kemp gets his pitch and delivers. Curveball up in the zone. Foul tip. That's going to be strike 3 to Ramberg as he sits down. Good job there by Nathan Rosenberg, the senior catcher, heading to UMD next year. Having a great year behind the dish. So 2 Ks so far here to No Kemp. So that brings up Charlie Wanzer, catcher for the Elk River Elks. Chaska playing standard depth in the infield. Kemp sets and delivers. That pitch is hit hard to center field. Now it's drifting towards right. And the Hawks are there to make the play. Looks like that's Jaden Millette out there. AJ Cantu, excuse me. So the Hawks retire the Elks in the first inning after they won out double and get out of there. As we head to the bottom half of the first, it's 0-0 here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the first inning. The game's still knotted at 0 after the Hawks were able to blank the Elk River Elks in the first. Off 2 strikeouts from No Kemp. So Cole Grobner on the hill tonight for the Elks. He's facing off against Carver Miller. As Miller laces that one hard, hit ball to the right-hand side. Nice play by the second baseman for the Elks. That's number 23, Gavin Carlson. Makes the diving stab and is able to get the throw over to Scott Jasulia. And Miller's retired on one pitch. Great play there by Carlson.
Nolan Kemp.
So that brings up Nolan Kemp. Looking to help himself out here early. And there's a pitch from Grobner, a curveball in for a strike. You'll notice at home Grobner doesn't have the velocity of Kemp. He probably, fastball gets up to mid-70s, but he does have a decent mix of pitches. It's Grobner working from the windup, sets and delivers. That one misses low and away, evening the count at 1. Kemper had a couple of hits in the last game here at Athletic Park. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a take on the inside half. Just missed the edge there. 2-1 now to Nolan Kemp. Scoring early has been so crucial for the Hawks this year. And here's the 2-1 pitch, curveball, and that's going to be in for a strike. So Grobner's been able to get that curveball across in the first couple of hitters. So we got a 2-2 count now. It's Grobner working from the windup. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be tapped foul by Nolan Kemp. Still 2-2 here. As I mentioned, Nolan's been hitting well. He did have a inside the park home run a couple of games ago. And there's the 2-2 curveball that misses in the dirt. 3-2 now, full count. So here's Grobner with the payoff pitch to Kemp. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. So Kemp's going to sit down. 2 quick outs here for the Hawks in the bottom half of the first.
Adding third for the Hawks. First baseman, number 7 is Drew Benson.
So that brings up Drew Benson, the first baseman for the Hawks, facing off against Grobner. Look for Benson to maybe hop on this first pitch if it's anywhere near the zone, and that one misses outside. 1-0 count. Benson does a good mix of being aggressive in the first pitch, but also working counts. And here's the 1-0 pitch from Grobner. That one's going to miss on the inside edge. 2-0 now to Benson. And here's the 2-0 pitch to Benson. And that's hit hard, but right at the shortstop. He's able to make the play and deliver a good throw. That was Blake Ramberg, who struck out in the first. So the Hawks go 3 up, 3 down as we head to the top half of the second inning here on CHBN. We'll be right back.
No score.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
We're back here at Athletic Park after both teams were blanked in the first inning. We take a 0-0 game into the top half of the second. That brings up Scott Jazila. Oh, we got a little equipment malfunction here, it looks like. Rosenberg's mask is broken. Not sure what happened there. He heads into the dugout to get a new one. There we go. Seems to be a similar make and model to what Rosie usually wears, and the coaches are working on it. Hopefully we can get that fixed. But regardless, here we go for the start of the top half of the second. Nolan Kemp still on the hill here for the Hawks. As I mentioned, facing off against first baseman Scott Gizalia. Here's the pitch from Nono. That's a fastball on the outside edge, in for a strike. Nolan seems to have a little something extra tonight. His fastball's got good heat. So here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's going to be hit hard to right field. A.J. Cantu is under it. Makes a one-handed grab. Good start so far for Nolan Kemp. And A.J. Cantu getting a little bit of work out there early in right field. Kind of expected with the extra velocity Kemp's got tonight. Would expect to see a lot of balls hit to the opposite field, including that only hit of the game so far, the double by Stockman. That brings up Cole Grobner, the pitcher for the Elk River Elks. And he takes a curveball on the outside edge, in for a strike. 0-1 count now to Grobner. Two totally different pitching styles. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball that's going to be hit hard. And Ben Carter handles it out in left field and gets the ball in. Maddox Foss starting at short as usual. Carver Miller over at third. As I mentioned, Bushy at second and Benson at first. So there's the second hit of the night for the Elks. A one-out single by Grobner. And that brings up Andrew Palm, the DH. So Kemp working from the stretch, takes a peek over at first. Gets a pitch he likes and delivers. Fastball in on the outside edge. 0-1 count now to Palm. It'll be interesting to see how aggressive the Elks are on the base pass. Scoring runs against Kemp's not easy. And running on Nathan Rosenberg isn't easy either. There you go. There's Kemp with the outside pitch. 1-1 now. Don't have a ton of information on the Elks. I do know, like I said, they are 9-4. Had a rough go of it lately. They won their last game against Osseo, but before that it was 4 straight losses. That fastball is going to miss up in the zone. 2-1 now. Yeah, they lost to Moorhead, Maple Grove, Rogers, and to Tino Grace before getting that win against Osseo. So they've been on a little bit of a cold streak here to end the season. Kemp continuing to work from the stretch. Peeks over at Grobner. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside edge, in for a strike to Palm. 2-2 now to the DH. Slightly lighter crowd with the threat of rain here tonight. Lots of parents are in attendance. Kemper peeks at one and delivers. The 2-2 pitch is fouled down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. Decent size crowd here for Elk River. With such a long drive, kind of surprising. Kemper taking a long look in at Rosenberg, now peeks over at one, sets, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball up and off the backstop, coming back into play. Still 2-2 now to Palm. A local softball hero, Mike Boyle, just pulled in to Athletic Park. Always great to see Mike. Big-time sponsor with unrestricted marketing. And that's strike 3 on the outside edge as Palm check swings. And Nolan Kemp's got 3 strikeouts already here today.
Batting 8th for the Elks, third baseman number 11 is Gavin Melcher.
So that brings up Gavin Melcher, third baseman for Elk River. 2 down. Grobner still on first. Kemper gets his pitch. Peeks over at 1. Sets and delivers. Fastball up in the zones, fouled off out of play down the left field line. 0-1 count now to Melcher. Not a ton of size on this Elk River team. Not that that means too much in baseball, but we've seen some teams with some trees come through here earlier in the season. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled straight back off the backstop, and it bounces back into play. 0-2 count now for Melcher. So Kemper looking for his 4th strikeout. Shakes off Rosenberg. Shakes again. Gets his pitch. Peeks over at 1. And here's the 0-2 delivery. Curveball in for strike 3. Great pitch there by Nolan Kemp. He's got 4 strikeouts so far. We'll be right back here on CHBN in this 0-0 game for the bottom half of the 2nd inning after the short break.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team.
We're back. We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soarhawks!
Welcome back here for the bottom half of the 2nd inning on CHBN. We're knotted at 0 here after the Hawks win 1-2-3 in the 1st inning. And Nolan Kemp's been able to limit any damage from Elk River Elks. They do have 2 hits, but they also have 4 strikeouts. And that brings up Nathan Rosenberg to face off against Grobner. Rosenberg takes a curveball on the inside edge for a strike there. 0-1 count now. Hawks hit 2 balls really hard in the 1st inning. One was stabbed by Gavin Carlson, the second baseman. He made a great diving play. The other one was right at Blake Ramberg. So the Hawks have made good contact so far. Let's see if it can turn it into some hits as Rosenberg falls that one straight back. 0-2 count now. Rosenberg back in the 4, or has been in the 4 hole for the past couple weeks. He's done a good job of shortening up his swing if he gets into this situation. The curveball tricks him there, though. And he is sat down with a swing and miss strikeout. That brings up senior Ethan Bachman.
The designated hitter, number 19, Ethan Bachman.
Bachman started the year with a quiet bat. It's picked up a little bit recently. Several hard hit balls. And here's the 0-0 pitch. Changeup catches the outside edge in for a strike. Grobner not great velocity as I mentioned, but does a good job mixing his pitches. They'll throw a changeup, curveball, and a fastball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's tapped up the middle. Handled by Carlson, and barely gets Bachman with that good speed out of the left-handed box, but Bachman is retired. It's another 4-3 putout. So the Hawks look to avoid another quick inning here. Brings up Maddox Foss, sophomore shortstop. So Grobner working from the windup, sets and delivers the 0-0 pitch. Curveball misses up high. 1-0 now to Foss. And here's the 0-1 pitch from Grobner. And that one's going to be nubbed to second base, and it's handled by Gavin Carlson. The Hawks still without a hit here through 2. It's tied at 0-0. We'll be right back for the top half of the third.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood-fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
So we're back here for the top half of the third inning, tied at 0. Elk River's got 2 hits, one in the first and one in the second. The Hawks have yet to get aboard. That brings up Cole Dekow. Dekow, the left fielder for the Elk River Elks, and 9-hitter. Facing off against Nolan Kemp as Kemper misses there with a fastball, low and away. 1-0 count. Kemper working quickly from the windup. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one's going to be hit down the right field line. Benson giving chase. He's got room. It makes a great play up against the fence. Nice job there by Drew Benson to locate the fence and then relocate the ball to get a quick out there for the Hawks.
Top of the order for Elk River. Now batting center fielder, Trinity Blood.
So that's going to bring up center fielder number 24, Trinity Blood. Blood struck out in his first at-bat to open the game. And here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball on the inside edge, just misses. 1-0 count now to Blood. Fairly calm night. It turned out to be decent so far. And here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one misses the outside edge. 2-0 now to Blood. Elk River's done a good job of making some decent contact against Kemp so far. That's a fastball in the lower half of the zone in for a swing and miss. 2-1 now to Blood. Blood, leadoff hitter, center fielder. Can be dangerous if he's on the base pass. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball on the outside edge gets another swing and miss, evening the count at 2 now. This is a modified shift here for the Hawks. Bushy again playing on the left side of second base. And here's the 2-2 delivery from Kemper. Curveball bends the knees and sits down Blood for his second strikeout of the game and Kemper's 5th overall. Great pitch there from Nolan Kemp.
Next up, the right fielder, Sam Stockman.
So that brings up Stockman again. Stockman had a double in the first on the left field line. Got a fastball outside and threw his bat at it. He was stranded at second, though, as Elk River couldn't get anything going after that. So with 2 outs, here's the 0-0 pitch to Stockman. Fastball up and away. Just misses. 1-0 now. In a game like this, you kind of start to appreciate Kemper's velocity out there. Facing off against a pitcher that doesn't bring it quite like he does, as Kemper handles the nubber up the middle, delivers a strike to Benson. And the Hawks are out of the top half of the third inning. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the third after this short break.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here for the bottom half of the third inning. Still 0-0 as Chaska does battle with the Elk River Elks. Tonight we want to spotlight our purple and gold sponsor of the night. That's Cuzzy's Brickhouse in Chaska. Cuzzy's is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food, watch the big game on one of 13 HD TVs, or just stop by and have a beverage. Their extensive menu features wood-fire pizza, steak, pasta, burgers, daily specials, full breakfast menu on weekends. Check them out at Cuzzies.com or stop by and visit off the old 212 in Chaska, just east of Athletic Park. Cuzzies, proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks baseball. So Bushy fouls that first pitch off. 0-1 count now. And there's another foul. This one just over the grandstands here at Chaska. 0-2 count now for Bushy. Cuzzies is home to probably the best Cuban sandwich I've ever had in my entire life. It's absolutely delectable. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Grobner. Misses the outside edge. Good take there by Bushy. 1-2 count now. So Grobner continuing to work from the windup. Gets his pitch, and here's the 1-2 pitch. That's hit hard to center field. Elk River giving chase, and Trinity Blood's able to track it down. So another hit ball for the Hawks. Ends up in the glove of an Elk. And that brings up A.J. Cantu, number 15, the right fielder, who's been absolutely on fire recently. Here's the 0-0 pitch from Grobner. Cantu takes up in the zone, 1-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Grobner to Cantu. Curveball is going to catch the inside edge. 1-1 now. As I mentioned, Cantu's been on fire recently. Last week he had a stretch where he reached base 8 straight at-bats. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slow curveball. 1-2 now. Hawks having a little trouble with the speed mix-up right now of Grobner. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Cantu follows that one back off the grandstand. It's going to bounce back into play. Still 1-2 now. The home plate ump's going to reload with balls here. And Cantu digs in. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike three, curveball on the outside edge. Cantu didn't love the call. Can't say I don't blame him, but the outside edge has kind of been a sweet spot for pitchers all season here.
The batter is center fielder, number 22, Thomas Hansen.
So that brings up number 22, Tommy Hansen, the center fielder for the Hawks, as they look to spark something with 2 outs. Hansen swings on the first pitch, fouling it off the backstop. Hansen would love to get a board here for Carver Miller, who hit something hard in the first inning but was robbed of a great play by Gavin Carlson. 0-1 pitch. Hansen looks to bunt but pulls it back as the pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 now. So that gives Gavin Melcher a little something extra to think about over at third. He moves in. And Hansen takes a fastball on the outside edge. 1-2 now. So the Hawks looking to get their first hit of the game here. And here's the pitch from Grobner. And that's a bleeder to shallow center. Let's see if it'll drop in. Nope. Blake Ramberg is there for the Elks, and the Hawks are retired again. So we take a 0-0 game into the top half of the 4th inning here on CHBN. We'll be right back.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back for the top half of the 4th inning. Got a 0-0 game. And the Hawks so far have been hitless, hoping to get back in into the dugout quickly. Hopefully get on the board. This is Blake Ramberg starting it off with a bunt down the left field line. It's going to trickle foul. Ramberg, the 3-hitter, scoring up to bunt on Nolan Kemp there. A little surprise. Possibly just looking to bait Carver Miller in. He was playing at a pretty deep depth. We know Miller's got the arm strength to handle anything over there at third. So Kemp now ahead 0-1 to Ramberg. And sets and pitches. Curveball on the outside edge, misses. 1-1 in the count now for the shortstop. Kemp gets the pitch he likes, delivers. Fastball misses on the inside edge. 2-1 now to Ramberg. Sky's starting to get a little darker here at Athletic Park. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses on the outside edge. So we got a 3-1 count now to Ramberg. Ramberg struck out in his first at-bat in the first. And draws the walk there. Nolan Kemp's first walk of the evening. And Elk River Elks have a leadoff hitter aboard. So that's going to bring up Charlie Wanzer, the catcher. Wanzer flew out to right field in his only at-bat so far tonight. Haven't seen much aggression on the base pass from the Elks. See if Ramberg gives it a shot here. He's going to stay as that ball's hit high to left field. Looks like Benny Carter's under it. And he makes the two-handed grab, fires the ball in. Runner can't advance, and there's a quick out for Nolan Kemp. So one down now. Runner still on first. It brings up Jusilla, first baseman for the Elk River Elks. He also flew out to right field in his only at-bat. So Kemper working from the stretch with the runner on first. Peeks over at one. Ramberg doesn't have too big of a lead. Kemper sets and fires. Fastball on the inside edge just misses. 1-0 count now to Jusilla. Kemp gets the pitch he likes. Peeks over at Ramberg and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Misses up and away. Kemper wiping his hand on his jersey, trying to get that extra moisture off that's in the air tonight after missing on 2 straight pitches. And here's the 2-0 pitch. That's a fastball, foul tip, handled by Rosie behind the dish. 2-1 now. Kemper with 5 strikeouts already tonight, hoping to add a 6th here. Sets and delivers the 2-1 pitch. That's a fastball. It's going to be in for a strike. Might be able to hear it a little differently. We got new microphones here at Athletic Park, hoping to pick up some of the sounds of baseball. Kemper shakes off Rosenberg, then gets the one he likes. Peeks at one and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Curveball up in the zones, tapped up the middle. Kemper unable to handle it. Carver Miller will grab it, but the runner's going to advance, and the base runner reaches. So Drusilla reaches on that infield single. And it was ruled a single down here at Athletic Park. Just snuck past Kemper.
The pitcher, Cole Grobner.
And that brings up Cole Grobner, the pitcher for the Elks, looking to help himself out here in the 0-0 game. So the Elks have had 4 base runners now, including 3 hits. Chaska yet to get aboard. Scoring could be crucial here as the weather moves in. Kemper sets and fires. Fastball up in the zone, but in for a strike. 0-1 now to Grobner. Kemper shaking off Rosenberg behind the dish. Finally gets the pitch he likes. Sets and fires. Fastball misses on the outside edge. Jusilla had a decent-sized lead over there at 1. Rosenberg thought about the snap throw down to 1, but Benson wasn't there. So 1-1 count now to Cole Grobner, the pitcher for the Elks. There it is. Tapped up the middle. Bushy handles it, flips to Foss. Foss fires low, but Benson makes a web gem over at first to get the 3rd out and save a run. Drew Benson with an absolutely great pick over at first base to get the Hawks out of trouble there. That definitely would have been a run for the Elks. Awesome job by Benson. Scoop Benson, he was just called over the PA announcement here. So we'll be right back on CHPN for the bottom half of the 4th inning in the 0-0 game. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team.
We're back! We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
baseman, Harvard.
We're back here at Athletic Park. Still 0-0 as we head into the bottom half of the fourth inning. Chaska Hawks facing off against the Elk River Elks. Grobner still on the hill for the Elks as he delivers that slow sweeping curveball in for a strike on Carver Miller, the leadoff hitter for the Hawks. Miller bounced out 4-3 in the first. A great play by Gavin Carlson. He was robbed of a single. And that one's driven into center field. And the Hawks finally have a hit here in the fourth inning as Carver Miller gets a leadoff single to start the Hawks off. Good piece of hitting there by Miller. Not trying to do too much with it. Got his pitch and drove it to the opposite field.
Now batting the pitcher, Nolan Kemp.
So that brings up Nolan Kemp looking to help himself out here. Carver Miller with a decent lead over at 1. Now extends it. Grobner sets and delivers a tapper down the left field line. Fielded in fair territory, and Kemp's going to reach on the infield single on that slow tapper to third. So the Hawks have a little momentum going. Carver Miller at second. Nolan Kemp over at first after that infield single. That brings up Drew Benson, who absolutely stole a run or two from the Elk River Elks with that pick he had on the double play to end the third inning. Or the top of the fourth, excuse me. The curveball missing up and in. Hawks seem to have kind of timed out Grobner now. Adjusting to the lower velocity. The Elks are at double play depth in the infield. Corners are up. Middle of the infield's pinched. Here's Grobner's 1-0 pitch. That's in for a strike, evening the count at 1. So Benson, who had a hard ground out in the first inning, 6-3, hit it really hard, just right at Blake Ramberg. So here's the 1-1 pitch. The runners stay. Fastball on the outside edge and in there. 1-2 count now to Benson. Benson's not afraid to shorten up a swing and drive the ball to the opposite field if he gets a pitch on the outside edge. With 2 strikes, I'd look for that to happen. So it's 1-2 now. Grobner sets and delivers. Curveball on the inside edge. Foul down the right field line. Benson stays alive. Hawks would love something in play here to advance their runners. First time they've had base runners so far tonight. Leadoff line drive single this inning by Carver Miller, followed up by the infield hit by Nolan Kemp. So Benson calls time, but now he's settled. Digging in, Grobner takes a long look at second and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Up in the zone and gets Benson swinging and missing. 4 Ks now for Grobner. That brings up Nathan Rosenberg. So with 1 down, Miller gets a good lead from second. And Rosenberg swings hard at a curveball and misses. 0-1 count now. That curveball sometimes comes in deceptively slow here from Grobner. There's another one. In for a strike. 0-2 count now to Rosenberg. Wouldn't be shocked here if the Hawks tried to move the runners. Good speed out of Carver Miller, the running back for Chaska in the fall. And Nolan Kemp. And Grobner taking his time. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Looks like it might stay in play here. And it lands right on top of me here in the press box. New Mike's probably picked that one up. So Rosenberg stays alive there. Charlie Wanzer was given chase, but he ran out of room. So Rosenberg looking to find some green here. 0-2 count. That one's pummeled to center field. That might get out of here, and it lands just on the warning track. Rosenberg rounded second, and he'll pull up, but both runners will score. So Rosenberg with a big double there for the Hawks brings in Nolan Kemp and Carver Miller, and the Hawks take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Big time swing there by Nathan Rosenberg, who, as I mentioned, has been extremely hot recently. So we got a runner now for Rosenberg. Looks like it's going to be Josh Hansen running tonight for Rosie. That brings up Ethan Bachman. So Rosenberg comes into the dugout, getting love from his teammates after he busts open the lead for the Hawks there. And Bachman takes that curveball low and away for a ball. 1-0 count now to Ethan. Hansen with a decent lead at second. He does have good speed. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, it's going to sneak away. And Hansen advances over to third. I believe that's Hansen. It might be Sam Streeter, sorry. And again, I didn't borrow Coach Eric Welter's glasses tonight. So 2-0 count now to Ethan Bachman, one down here. Anything in the outfield should score this run. First and third are up for the Elks. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Grobner. Fouled directly back against the backstop, bouncing back into play. 2-1 count now to Bachman. Starting to feel like baseball season now as the weather warms up. The concession stands are open for the first time this year. You can smell the popcorn up here in the press box. So Grobner sets, and here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses on the inside edge. Wanzer, the catcher, thought he might have gotten one there. 3-1 now to Bachman, the DH tonight. And here's the pitch. Hit hard to first base, and they're going to take the easy out instead of trying to fire it home. That was Sammy Streeter running on the base pass, not Hansen. So Bachman is retired, but it's a productive out there. He'll get the RBI on the sack.
Next up, the shortstop, Maddox Foss.
So the Hawks reset now, up 3. Maddox Foss digging in against Grobner. And that one's hit hard to short. It's going to be handled by Ramberg, and he fires over a little high, but a nice play there by Jasilia to make that play. So Chaska, 3 hits, including that big double by Nathan Rosenberg, and they score 3 runs here to take the 3-0 lead in the bottom half of the fourth. We'll be right back here on CHBN for the top half of the fifth inning.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
We're back for the top half of the 5th inning here as the Chaska Hawks were able to take a 3-0 lead over the Elk River Elks in the bottom half of the 4th off a big double by Nathan Rosenberg and then a sacrifice hit by Ethan Bachman to drive in that 3rd run. So Nolan Kemp's back out on the hill. And he just misses on the inside edge. That's the Andrew Palm, the DH for the Elks. Palm struck out in his first at-bat. And here's the 1-0 pitch from Nolan Kemp. That one's going to be in for a strike on the bottom half of the zone, evening the count at 1 here. Good job by Chaska that last inning, getting some runners aboard for their big 4-hitter. And here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one misses outside to Palm. 2-1 now. If Drew Benson didn't pick that ball over at first on the top half of the 4th, we'd be looking at a totally different ball game here. A great job by Drew as that fastball misses just low and away. Kemper thought he had it. Yeah, the play by Benson definitely saved a run. Got the Hawks out of the inning. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's a fastball tapper back up the middle. Kemper handles it off the second hop and delivers to Benson. And the Hawks have their first out of the inning.
Now the third baseman, Gavin Melcher.
That's Kemper's 3rd play on a tap back tonight. He's been busy on the hill. That brings up Gavin Melcher, who struck out in his first at-bat, the 3rd baseman for the Elks. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball misses the inside edge just barely. 1-0 now to Melcher. So Kemper sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. That's a hard hit ball up the middle. Handled by Bushy, fires over to 1, and he's able to get him with a web gem. Henry Bushy moving to his right, makes a sliding play, kicks back up and delivers a throw on the money to Benson to retire Melcher. Great play there by Bushy. Both second basemen tonight have web gems to go along with Benson's scoop. It's been a good game in the field for both teams. So that brings up the 9-hitter, Cole Decow. Decow plays left field for the Elks as he takes a curveball on the inside edge for a strike. Oh, 0-1 count now. Kemp works from the windup and delivers. Fastball missing on the outside edge. 1-1 count now to Decow. Mentioned the extra velocity from Kemp tonight. He's been good about keeping it around the plate. He only has the 1 walk on the night. Curveball catches the outside edge. 1-2 count now to Decow. No activity in either pen. As the temperature continues to drop a little bit here at Athletic Park. Nolan Kemp shakes off Rosenberg, gets the pitch he likes, and there's the 2-1 pitch. Almost hitting Decow, just missed him. 2-2 now. Decow is just able to get out of the way of that curveball. Little chatter from his dugout telling him to wear that pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball missing low and away. Full count now with 2 down to Decow. Big out here for the Hawks as I mentioned, Decow is the 9-hitter. Trinity Blood's on deck. Leadoff hitter and center fielder for the Elks. Kemp gets his pitch, and here's the 3-2 delivery. That one misses low in the zone, and Decow's aboard with a 2-out walk. So Trinity Blood now digging in for the Elks. 2 down here. Little extra depth in the outfield, and we do see the shift again to Blood. Bushy playing on the left side of the infield. So Decow with a modest lead over at first. Miller sets and delivers a curveball in the dirt. Great job there by Rosenberg to knock that one down, keeping the runner at 1. And it does get the swing and miss there from Blood. Blood 0 for 2 with 2 Ks so far tonight. Nolan Kemp looking to make it 3. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses up and in. Blood just able to get out of the way. No wants a new ball after that toss. And we've mentioned it on broadcast before, but Athletic Park does drain really well. Don't see too much effects from the afternoon showers we got here earlier. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball, good job there by Rosenberg again to slide over and knock that one down. Keeping Decow at first. Like that one might have caught Rosenberg in the hand, but he's able to shake it off and looks to be okay. So 1-2 now to Trinity Blood. Kemp sets and delivers. Fastball catches the outside edge, in for a strike. That one was up in the upper 80s. So the leadoff hitter Blood now works himself into a 2-2 count. Kemp sets and delivers a curveball that's caught by Nathan Rosenberg. Excellent job by the catcher there to get that one out of the dirt on the check swing. So Trinity Blood with his 3rd strikeout of the night. 6 strikeouts tonight for Nolan Kemp. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the 5th inning as the Hawks look to extend on their 3-0 lead.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here to Athletic Park as we continue the CHBN broadcast. I'm Mike Schmidt, of course, joined by my producer, Brett. We did get the tornado sirens here. We are under a tornado warning, so the game is going to be under a slight delay. We'll be right back when the play does resume, and if the game's called, we'll give you a heads up on that as well. So we're going to continue to watch the weather here down at Athletic Park, and hopefully we'll get some good news here soon, and we'll be back with the game. Thank you for watching as always, and enjoy on CHBN.
safely. We are expecting more heavy rain here. And just thanks for
Just a quick update here at Chaska Athletic Park. Producer Brett.
Keene Realty, Atlanta Realty, Cousins Brick House, Tram House,
So we just got the call here at Athletic Park. This game is concluded. It will be a 3-0 win for the Hawks as the Elks went through their lineup 5 times. So Chaska gets the official win, 3-0 in the shortened game. We'll be right back on Tuesday here on CHBN for the game against the Jefferson Jaguars. I want to thank you for tuning in to tonight's shortened game. Thank you to the generous sponsors who made this live stream possible, the Rome team at Edina Realty, Cousins Brick House, Bank Vista, Schramm House, and Unrestricted Marketing. Also our live team, CHBN and PSP Media, for all their hard work. On Friday, the Hawks travel up to St. Michael's to take on the number 2 ranked Knights in a 4:30 game. Then we return to Athletic Park for the final regular season game next Tuesday. As I mentioned, the Hawks will host Bloomington Jefferson here at 7 p.m. right live on CHBN. For my producer, Brett, I'm Mike Schmidt. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game.